Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Where is my little thingy? There we are. There we are. Just making sure that I am where I'm supposed to be. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see, I'm going to share this over in my page so that everybody can see it if they want to. Whoop. Let's see. Messy Bun Monday. Why did it do that? Monday intuitive guidance for December 21 through 1, January 4, come on, 2021. There we go. There. Woo. Yay. Okay. And it says it's only for me. We're going to change that and make this public. Okay. There we are. There we are. So hopefully that's yay. Public. Am I here? Okay. There we go. Okay. Sorry for all the technical blah stuff because it was like saying that only I was seeing it on Facebook. So odd. So wanted to make sure it was global so everyone could see. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here, say hello. Hey, Alicia. Good morning. Meredith. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so excited. This is our last Messy Bun of the year. Not ever. Don't worry. I will be back in January. And you can tell today it's like vacation mode has started. My bun is extraordinary. This is not a Virgo bun. This is such a Pisces bun. Because normally my bun is like way neater, even though I call it messy. Anyways, I just got off this great call because everybody needs support in their world, and part of my self-care is to find that support. And I love my mastermind group that I'm in. If you ever want to have a lovely mastermind group, especially if you're a woopreneur, Coach Jenny has a great group. So she does a thing called Moxie on Mondays. And we just had one. And it was funny because it was all about something that had been rolling around in my brain for everybody. And what I've been talking about almost in every reading, every New Year's reading I've done. Hey, good morning, Ara. Happy solstice. Yes, happy winter solstice. So much to talk about today. But stuff that like self-care doesn't need to be going to the spa. Like, and what poked in my brain in the discussion was like the concept around, especially with us woos, that self-care has to be like meditation and cucumbers on your eyes and taking a bath and having whatever. Okay. So maybe that's not for you. I mean, yeah, sometimes I love taking a nice bath or, and I do my meditation every morning, but to me, that's kind of more like, that's my workout. That's one of my ways to work out. But what does self-care really look like for you, and allowing yourself to do that and that kind of thing? And what does this new time mean for you? And the winter solstice is today. So happy solstice, y'all. And in talking about that with the other group and having the winter solstice thing happen today and yesterday, thank you to those of you guys who did join the decluttering meditation. And if you are interested in that, there's a link above that you can go and register. It'll act like it's registering or whatever, I believe. If not, I will fix it. But I forgot the link. Sorry, guys. I will put the link to be able to check it out. But the thing is that winter solstice is an interesting time, especially this year with everything going on. And the energy is such that we have been told all year long, it's like, oh, well, you're home. You should be learning a new skill. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You should be all this crap. When we all have been just working really hard to keep our shit together. You know what I mean? And why not? And everybody's like, I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. And I get it. Of course you're exhausted. As a collective, like think of it this way. And I think I worded it the other day like this. We've been in labor for a year to get to this point. And I'm not saying come January 1st. Like if you watch the Saturday Night Live opening when Kristen Wiig was like, And come January 1st, everything goes away. And then she was like, wait, what? No? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. No, that's not how it works. I wish it were, but it's not. So the fact is that we have to kind of understand that we're tired and give ourselves space to be tired. Give yourself this week and next week maybe to rest and relax, but do it in a way that works for you. What does that mean for you? For me, I've been putting off learning some stuff, and that isn't woo related. I think if you guys have known me, if you followed me for a while, you know that I also do food. That's why I did that the Misfits box video where I showed you all the stuff, which I can do another one of those. It's not really woo related, except for like we can talk about like high vibrational foods and stuff like that and how to prepare them and that kind of thing. But it's really more about nurturing who you are as a person. Because when we did the meditation yesterday, it was about letting go of all of the old shit that you've been carrying around, like almost like a ball and chain to any part of your body that it is attributed to. And with that understanding of what that looks like, if we can let all that stuff go, and then we create this kind of, I hate to use the word vacuum because people think of it kind of negative, but the way that I think of it is in a much more scientific way. Like when space is a vacuum, the universe is a vacuum. It just means that there is so much glorious space to be filled. And some people look at space as cold and lonely. But what if you could change how you look at that? When you create that space within yourself, when you let go of how the old version of you is being owned, claimed by you right now, if you let that go, it's scary because you're thinking, who will I be? But I'm going to ask you, who will you be? Who do you get to be? You get to choose. You get to let go and create this vacuum, get rid of all this crap, and create the vacuum that will suck in. If you create the right, vibration, it'll suck in all of the stuff that you want when you hold the vision of who you want to be. When you hold the vision of what that feels like. What is she doing? Does she have her own business? Does she have a promotion at work? Does she have a new vehicle? Does she have this air of confidence that maybe isn't there just yet? Does she have a skill set that you've been dying to do but have been a little afraid of? Who is this person? Does she have more calm and peace in her life because she chose it? Who is this person that is the you want to envision? Okay. And then create that space. The only way to get there is to create this vacuum so you can move out, clean up what was there and move it out and dump out the dust bin of that. Like you got your Roomba. It's, I'm intending for a room or a robot vacuum. Let me put it that way. Because, I've heard varying reviews. Darren is still looking because he's the techie, but I want this robot vacuum. But you still got to clean it out, right? Like the robot vacuum, your meditations and your cleaning and doing your work, it kind of goes around, right? And it sucks up all the nasty. But then it goes home to this little like house. It goes to its house. That's what I'm calling it. I'm going to name it Rosie, like in the Jetsons. It goes to its house. And then like there's a box attached to the little house that it charges on. And it sucks out all the dust from the little circle thing that's the vacuum. And, you still got to clean that out. You still got to take out the dust container and throw it in the trash. That's what you need to do for today, especially. Clean all that out. And today, especially, start setting intentions for who you want to be. Okay? Today, especially. Such a good day for this. Sit quietly, write with your blue pen, light a candle, clear your space, whether you bang up. If you don't have any sage or you don't have Alicia's spray, by the way, sponsored by Alicia's Clear the Shit Out of Your Space spray. Actually, the formal title is Energy Clearing Spray. And Alicia's right here with us today. So if you want spray, I don't know if you can get it for Christmas, probably not, but that's more of a stocking stuffer for self. So you can just put it in your sock later. But anyways, that's what I use. Anyways, if you run out of that or you don't have it, you don't have any sage, you don't have any Palo Santo, The fact is that you can grab you a pot and a wooden spoon and act like a 3-year-old and run around your house banging to clear with noise. Okay, you can use noise as a clearing thing. I wouldn't do that if you have a high stress thing or you like quiet, but I digress. The fact is that we want to clear it all out, take the dust out, and then start intending. Light your candle, have a cup of tea, create the energy of intention in your space, and then sit down and write out what is it you want. You don't get to be all like, oh, am I not? Just be honest. Who is you? Who is this new version of you? What does she look like? What does she do on a daily basis? What does it feel like to be her? What is it like? Okay. And I pulled 2 cards today to talk to you about the medicine. My question to the deck was, in setting our intentions, in standing in the space of, I know it's scary to let go of my old labels. It's super scary because I don't have any excuses anymore. If I don't claim victim, if I don't claim not being worthy, if I don't claim not being deserving, if I don't claim that I'm not strong enough because I went through this thing, if I stop and I let go of all that shit, including the labels, if I stop claiming, and I talk about this, I'm going to write a blog about this because it's really important. And I always say, stop claiming being a survivor too, because being a survivor means I'm worried something else is going to happen. I conquered it, but it might come back. That's what I feel like survivor, because when we talk about being in survivor mode, it's like, I'm just getting by, right? So it's almost like you go through a process where the thing happens and you feel like shit, right? But then you step over that thing and you step up to the next level, which is that survivor mode. But there's one more level. There's a thrive level where you just say, I am divinely protected. I can handle this. You know why? Because these other 2 things that modes that I've been through show that I have resilience, and I'm going to just thrive. So I want you to be in thriving mode. And so my question was really about how and what can we do when we make these lists of things to let go and step into the bravery and the courage of releasing the labels we have on ourselves, and then create that vacuum and high vibrational vacuum to suck in all the good things. It's kind of scary, but how can we do that? And it's so funny. Cards are so fun. Spirit is so funny. So how do we do that? What's our medicine to do that, to support us while we do that? And the first thing that came out was Trust in the Magic with White Raven. Okay. The raven in general is about communication. And the white raven is spirit is talking to you right now. I mean, kind of, but like, you know what I mean. But trust in the magic, meaning don't give lip service to the universe has my back. Don't only say that when you're around your circle of woos, drinking your wine, and say, oh yeah, the universe has my back, and then worry about shit. Yes, we're going to worry. We're humans. It's part of our thing. But strive to understand when you feel the worry come on, take a breath, let it go, and say, the universe has my back. No matter what happens, I am divinely protected. That doesn't mean nothing bad's going to happen. It just means you got to look for the lesson and say, okay, what are we doing here? And how can I choose to experience this in a higher form? Okay. And trusting in the magic that saying, I'm going to intend for this. And it doesn't matter when it happens. It just is going to happen because it's mine already. Like really, really being certain about that. And then, little skunk spirit comes back, backing up that raven. Know your worth, right? The fact is, when we talk about stuff, the reason people give lip service to the universe has my back is because we don't really know our worth. Because when we say that, what it means is I don't know my worth. What does that mean, knowing your worth? I'm going to go all the way down, drill all the way to core on this one. You are an extension of source energy manifested into human form. You are source energy. That's hard to embrace because you're like, you want it to be separate, because then I don't have to say I can manifest this, that, or the other, but I have to be intentional. You might say, I just want to manifest a car right now. Well, you're manifesting all the time because the power comes from the oneness, comes from the source energy that is in you. Know your worth, know your place in a good way. You are source energy embodied in human form. Okay? And the fact is that trusting in that, knowing your worth, trusting in who you are, will support you through this time of shifting. So I'm going to give you this gift of trust in who you are. I mean, if there is nothing else, when I talk about like what I do and why I do it and all that stuff that you do like in your business where, who's your avatar and all this crap, okay? I'll be honest. If I like, when I go into these little groups and they're like, well, what do you do? And who's your avatar? And la, la, la. When I turn around, I'm like, I lay the smack down. And people are like, well, that's kind of intense. Yeah. Right. When I turn around and I say, oh, I'm here to remind you who you fucking are. You are a damn spiritual badass. You are the God particle incarnate. Okay. And of all the times of the year for you to realize this, now is that time. The light is coming, and you, my darlings, are bringing it. Okay? And you got to remember who you are. You got to love yourself, knowing that so much that you can't help but create a world you want to live in, and a world and a person you want to be, and the person who in your dreams, in all your vision boards that you make and put on the wall and then forget about. It's time to start intending for reals and stop playing. It's time to do. So, and it's funny because when I say that, a lot of people are like, shit, what's my work? This week right now is to think about this. What am I letting go of first? Like for real. What am I surviving? What am I claiming as victim? And then those labels. Like yesterday in my thing was, okay, we're going to release these shackles, but you're also going to say what label within me that's stuck energy is attached to each of these. And I want you to pull it out and put it on that shackle and then release it. Because each shackle has an I am claim to it. It's time to start speaking blessing over yourself. No more claiming shit you don't want. No more claiming fear. No more claiming none of it. I know I'm being kind of harsh right now, but I love you. I really, really do. But this is what Spirit is telling me, and this is what the cards backed up the Spirit's telling me. It is time. Stand in your power. Be the light. Be the light worker and light warrior that you are meant to be. Okay? It's time to shine. As some of you guys know my friend client Shauna. I love when she said this. It was a couple years back, and she said, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to shine. And if people can't take it, they can either put on sunglasses if they still want to hang around, or they can get the hell away from me. Either way, I am no longer playing small and dimming my light so other people feel good when people need my light. People need your light. You might want to go get on Cafe Press and order you some branded sunglasses you can give away to the people that are just going to be like, shit, what's she doing? Here's your sunglasses. Sit down, have a Coke and a smile, and let's just do this. Okay, here's your sunglasses. It's time for you to shine. And I also want to make sure that when I say this stuff, taking this 2 weeks to review that within yourself, that quiet time, that's work still, okay? But the fact is that doing self-care so that you can support your shining has to be whatever way it looks for you. For me, I'm probably going to do a masterclass on masterclass because we've had it for a year and I haven't done shit on it. But I've been wanting to take all the Gordon Ramsay things because that's how I self-care. I learned how to do more deeply the craft of cooking that I love. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to encourage you to do some people might be like, learning, that's self-care for you. Yeah, it is. Some people self-care is making doctor's appointments. Some people self-care, it's not all Pinterest memes that are like cucumbers on your eyes and Epsom salt baths and blah, 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 blah. And that's okay. I love all that shit too. But the fact is, doing stuff that supports your well-being doesn't just boil down to a spa day. It boils down to a daily practice of realizing who you are, what you need, and then doing it. And the way to do that is to know your worth. See, I'm tying this all up. Know your worth and giving yourself permission to put yourself first. Take your time. Because the fact is that you can't figure out where you want to go or who you want to be unless you take time to do it. So I'm going to encourage you to take time for yourself. Maybe meditate. Maybe journal. Maybe just sit there and stare out the window so that you can have your thoughts come to you and then jot them down. And then start asking, who is this person that I'm stepping into? And how does she feel? And what are some things I can do to get there? How can I manifest myself into this new being? Because you manifested already here, so you can do this. I mean, if you're watching, you already manifested a human. It's called you. And so if you've already done that, you can manifest another version of you that is more aligned with where you want to go. So that is today's message. I love you so very much. And I know that all of the versions of you are just as beautiful as your soul level you. And it's going to shine this year. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see you guys. So to wrap this all up, I love you so much. I will find the link. It might be in the newsletter tomorrow. If you do not receive my weekly newsletter with all the goodies and the video replays and little pieces of source energy magic sent to you, make sure you PM me your email if you haven't done so. Don't put it here because this is public. We don't want you to get, we don't want you to have the equivalent of writing your phone number on a bathroom wall. So just PM me your email if you want. Anyways, what else? Oh, next week, we're not doing Messy Bun next week because I was going to do it. And then I was like, no, you said you're going to take the week off. Take the week off. So I will not be doing Messy Bun on Monday, the 28th, but we will be right back here on January 4th with the first Messy Bun of 2021. Woohoo! And then also, even though I'm off starting tomorrow, all the way to the 4th, you can still make an appointment. So if you still want to get your reading, technically I'm not doing 2021 readings. So it would be just click the general reading. If you want to book a reading for next year, I am going to be announcing in January some new fun things, classes, programs, manifesting stuff, lots of good things. I have some ideas. Hey, Deanne, oh my God. Hey, girlfriend. I'm going to be announcing some stuff, so stay tuned, but not for the next 2 weeks because I'm going to celebrate Christmas. I'm going to give and receive, and we're going to cook, and it's going to be great. So I hope your holiday, whatever you celebrate, is blessed and lovely and safe. And please take care of yourselves. And you do you this holiday season. Whatever makes you feel good, do that. Okay. And I think this is, and I have a link up there. Still, I think what's today? The 21st, right? Yeah. So if you have Prime and you need a stocking stuffer, you can go grab my 7 Steps to Manifesting Your Dream Life book. And it fits nicely in a stocking. It's about the size of a DVD. So it fits nice in a stocking. Or if you're looking for something to read over the course of the next, week or so you can up your manifesting game. But anyways, you can go get that. That's the link up there. And I think that's it. And so I guess I'll see you guys next year. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wear your masks. Please stay safe. Stay healthy in the meat suit and stay healthy on the soul level. Mind, body, and soul. Just love yourself so much that you can't help to take care of you and say yes to you. Do what you want, not what you should. Love you so much. Kisses, kisses, big hugs. And I will see you next year. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Love you guys. Bye.